This video is an overview and a short review about the subject Introduction to Digital Logic Circuits and Design. You are expected to have a background of the subject Fundamentals of Electronic Circuits. This course is mostly an application of what you've learned on the aforementioned subject. First, we need to understand the differences between analog and digital systems. Analog and digital signals are the types of signals carrying information. The major difference between both signals is that the analog signals have continuous electrical signals, while digital signals have non-continuous electrical signals. Analog signal is a direct representation of the information being transmitted. Any noise that is present directly corrupts the file. On the other hand, a digital signal is a discrete representation of the information. Since digital signal is a discrete representation, the original values transmitted can be recovered in the presence of noise. So this is how an analog signal typically looks like, and this is how a digital signal typically looks like. Examples of analog technologies are telephones and this disc for watching movies. I don't know if you're old enough to have seen this one. And then examples of digital technologies these days are cell phones and MP4 players. Analog signal. Analog signals were employed in various systems to generate information-carrying signals. These signals are both continuous in terms of values and time. They are represented by sine waves, as we can see here. These are sine waves. In brief, to comprehend analog signals, consider any signals that are natural or occur naturally. This here is an example of an analog circuit. It comprises of analog components. We have audio in, which is a natural occurring signal. Then we have here the analog components. Examples are capacitors, we have resistors, operational amplifiers, a voltage source or power source. We have diodes, transistors, and our output instrument, which is a buzzer. So this here is an example of an analog circuit, and it comprises of analog components. Next, we have digital signal. Unlike analog signals, digital signals are not continuous, but signals are discrete in value and time. These signals are represented by binary numbers and consist of different voltage values. So these here, zeros and ones, are what we call the binary numbers. This here is an example of a digital circuit. Unlike the previous one, analog, digital circuit comprises of logic gates. So this is what we call logic gates, and NAND gates, inverters, NOR gates, AND gates, OR gates, XNOR gates. Many more of it you will learn in the next lessons. Next, this is also a very important thing to understand: the difference between pull-up and pull-down resistors, because you will be using this on your breadboard activities. So this is a picture of a circuit. We have here the voltage power source, which is connected to a resistor, and then the button, which is an open, and it is connected to the ground. This is here is an input pin of your microcontroller. With a pull-up resistor, the input pin will read a high state when the button is not pressed, What happens here if this button is not pressed, so it is normally open, the current flows from the power source and it cannot pass through this pathway. So it finds another pathway. So it travels here and inside the input pin. Now this makes the LED or the diode turn on if this was a diode. So just a recap, we have here power connected to a resistor, then connected to input pin. So this is an example of a pull-up resistor. In other words, a small amount of current is flowing between VCC and the input pin, not to the ground. Thus, the input pin reads close to VCC. So that's what I said earlier. The current flows directly here. It cannot pass through this. When the button is pressed, it connects the input pin directly to the ground. So let's say if this button is pressed, so this here becomes closed. This part here is connected here when you press the button. So the current passes through this pathway from the power source to a resistor to this switch, and it travels down to the ground. So that means the diode or the LED will not turn on. It will be in a off state. The current flows through the resistor to the ground, thus the input pin reads a low state, so that we have the pull-down resistor. They are connected between ground and the appropriate pin on a device. Unlike the pull-up resistor, the pull-down resistor is connected this way. From the power source, it is connected to a switch. And then the switch is connected to a resistor, and the resistor is directly connected to the ground. So we have a pattern here. The pattern is power source, switch, switch, resistor, resistor, ground. Okay, so what happens here, if this switch is open, of course the current cannot pass through it. So the diode or the LED is in a low state, or it is off. However, if the switch is pressed or the button is pressed, this line here will be touched to this point here. So it will be a closed switch. So the current can travel down here to this way. And then that causes the LED to turn on, or the diode to turn on. So just a clue. The pattern for pull-up resistor is power, resistor, resistor, switch, switch, ground. And the pattern for pull-down resistor is power, switch, switch, resistor, resistor, ground. How does a breadboard looks like? In this subject, you will most likely use a breadboard. So if you haven't used one yet, this here is what we call a breadboard, this white here. And these pins on the top are negative ports, and this one are positive ports. This one here are negative ports, and this one here are positive ports. So let's see, for example, this one. This is a tap switch which acts like a button. This is your wire, and this is your resistor. What kind of connection is this? So let's see. Power connected to switch, switch connected to resistor, resistor connected to ground. Seems familiar, right? It's called the pull-down resistor. Power, switch, switch, resistor, resistor, ground. Power, switch, switch, resistor, resistor, ground. How about this one? We have here power, resistor, resistor, switch or button, button to ground. What kind of connection is that? So that is an example of a pull-up resistor. Power, resistor, resistor to button, button to ground. So at least you have an idea. Up next, in the next lesson, we will learn about the different number systems. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this video helpful.